Steak and lobster, 4-star restaurants, the finest wines. It might sound like the lifestyle of the super rich, but it's not. Nancy Amons has uncovered how marketing officials at the Tennessee Valley Authority are spending your electric bill. Here's Nancy's exclusive I-Team investigation.
In Wilson County, the steaks of tomorrow sell for about $1.14 a pound. We thought some farmers would like to see what TVA spent on one steakhouse dinner. It was enough to buy 10 head of cattle.
Wow.
The veal chops, $75 each.
$75 for one piece of meat. They had a ball, didn't they?
It was a holiday celebration in 2001 for TVA's Customer Service and Marketing Office, located in Nashville.
Lobster tail, Coors Draft, Jack Daniel, wild turkey.
The bill at Fleming's Prime Steakhouse, $3,593. That's $123 per person.
Hope I don't have to buy any.
Fleming's, it's a wonderful restaurant with impeccable service and an extensive wine list. But what's a $75 veal chop look like? We just had to see, so we ordered what TVA ordered. Our bill for three, $200. Now, I cringed turning in the receipt to my boss, but TVA executives didn't. They liked Fleming's so much they had another dinner there in May 2003 for 50 people, $6,912, including wines at $90 a bottle.
Holy smoke.
You see it time after time in these expense reports obtained by the I-Team under the Freedom of Information Act: gourmet meals, top-shelf liquors, and expensive wines. The cost, of course, is passed on to local power companies like NES. And who ultimately foots the bill?
The customers are paying for it, yeah.
Mr. Medford, good morning. How are you?
Who's wining and dining in such high style at TVA? This is Mark Medford. He's the head of the Customer Service and Marketing Department. We'll hear more from him in a minute. But first, here's a sampling of the prestigious restaurants where his staff has eaten. May 2003, it was a very good month for restaurants in Washington, D.C. The Occidental, the Capitol Grill, the Old Ebbitt Grill, and others. In just 2 days, TVA spent more than $22,000. Here's the receipt for one dinner for $16 at the Capitol Grill. Oysters, shrimp, entrees, and desserts, of course, 26 cocktails, and 14 bottles of wine. One bottle cost $199. One bottle. Top it off with cigars at $45 each. Total bill, $4,173. That's $258 per person.
I don't do interviews in my front yard, Nancy.
Can I?
If you'd like to make an appointment with me, that'd be fine.
Great.
He said I could call and set up an appointment for an on-camera interview.
Medford never called back. TVA set up an interview with a public relations spokesman. That Fleming's dinner with the $75 veal chops.
I think that you're referring to a party that was a Christmas event, perhaps. We have to also at TVA retain top talent here to do the work that we have to do here. This was one small way that we could say thank you.
A staff thank you dinner. And what about those Washington dinners, the $200 bottles of wine?
We do have some meetings with our customers.
TVA was entertaining its distributors, he says. But aren't $200 bottles of wine excessive?
Well, I think singling out some of these just particulars kind of misses the point a little bit about what we try to do in a larger sense here.
Can you really have an intelligent business dinner when 16 people drink 14 bottles of wine and 26 cocktails?
I'm not going to speculate about the details of those dinners. These are events that every large business-to-business corporation takes in some measure as part of their customer service and marketing efforts.
But TVA isn't a large corporation. It was created by the government in 1933 to help a struggling rural nation. A nation of farmers like these in Wilson County. Farmers whose electric bills went up 7% last fall because TVA raised its rates. It may also lay off thousands of its own workers, saying it has to tighten its belt. The belt-tightening TVA has not done is putting its executives on a diet.
Now, TVA reminds us that its customers, such as NES and the electric co-ops, are million-dollar accounts, which they could lose because of deregulation. They could switch to another power provider at the end of their 5 or 10-year contracts. Well, in addition to the dinners we told you about, TVA spent more than $80,000 for 3 receptions for its customers in the spring of 2003.